Our next reader is Sara, I always get it, I'm going to say it, Lelyveld.
Good evening, everyone. Good evening, everyone. All the poems have been amazing. I just wanted to thank everyone for being here. It's great. I'm going to read from a series of poems called About the Sea, and it's a collection that I've been working on. So here we go. The Lightning. The squirrels danced in the trees. They leapt from branch to limb, just struck down tree trunk, thick with bark. The creek was overfilled. Lightning had lasted for days. Just one more day, she told herself. Just one more day before the sun comes out again. The lightning had cracked the tree. The field was full of Queen's Anne's lace and clover, daisies and dandelions. She slept in the cool grass under a willow tree, an old drooping one that dangled hot in the sun. The fire ants were out. Timing is everything, her father had said. She dreamt above the clouds. She dreamt she was flying above the buildings. Hopping on one rooftop after another, soaring weightless, built like Tinkerbell. The headlights of the cars and the windows of the buildings lit the sky in the middle of the night. Weightless, she remembered. Timing is everything. She woke up to the sound of a train with a long, drawn-out horn. Under the willow tree, she looked up through its branches, a map of veins like a highway. The sun came through the branches and made them twinkle like flickering lights, a type of lightning bolt. Oh, sweet Seroquel, she thought. Oh, sweet squirrel that nibbled on an acorn next to her now. It would be wonderful to be a bird, she thought. Her mind was mindless. She thought of reincarnation. It would be perfect to rise up anew. She wanted to be a hummingbird, to take flight again, over and under and over and under. She sunk her head deep into the grass, deeper and deeper. Rise, 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 until the faint drum of her mother's voice grew louder through the screen door, calling her in for lemonade. This next one is called The Mudslicks at Low Tide. The mudslicks at low tide were a mood, thick gobs that smelled of fish, sulfur and clay, salt and wild seaweed, like fungus, moldy like left-out fruit, yet it drew her closer to the shoreline, closer to feeling it in between her toes, thick squirts as she lifted her feet like a suction cup, and then back to squirting with footprints. She saw the clams spout out water, then the dull drum sound hammering, beat, beat, the beat of children's footsteps coming from the ice cream truck. They ran past her. They held their ice cream in one hand and throwing a frisbee in the other. The wind picked up and the frisbee sailed the arc of movement around the wind until it fell on the sand at her feet. The child ran to her, she thought. You will never see him again. Just look out to a million stones, throw one in the water and watch it skip. You will never see him again. Heartache, like ice-cold waves. The water drew away. It floated like foiled gold, farther and farther away, until she could not see it anymore. It will become as smooth as sea glass, she thought. She had high hopes for it. The child tapped her leg. Can I have the frisbee? The outline of the child's shadow in the sun startled her. She leaned down to pick it up, and she had almost forgotten the little thing at her foot, just outlined in light. And then the final one, my final poem tonight is going to be The Seagulls at the Parking Lot. The seagulls at the parking lot. Turning the pale gray spots. She sits in the car in the parking lot with the radio on, leaning back, picking a thin piece of skin from her finger, listening to a song, soft, loud, verse, chorus, verse, it sings. She sighs and takes a drag from the e-cigarette quietly. The puff is like a cloud of wind, smelling of cherry tobacco, going up. Turning, the seagulls move around and around above the asphalt, as though it was a wave, white crested and salted. One dives down to pick up the French fry spread on the ground. Thank you very much.